Welcome to the webinar. This is the first webinar with the monthly mentoring, and it's a walkthrough and introduction to how you navigate in the training portal, and also introduction to structuring our silk painting business. And I will show you some examples how to generate revenue from my experience, how I do that. And you can ask questions or comment, or if you are watching the replay, then just comment below and I will get back to you. So my name is Mila Lansdowne, and I welcome you to today's webinars. You are in the Silk Galaxy Forum and Silk Galaxy Monthly Mentoring. So here's to your success. And we will start with a recap of the 3 products that you purchase with the monthly mentoring. And I'll show you on the screen, and then we will start with the training on the 3 parts of revenue streams from silk painting. So let me share the screen first. And we go to the training portal, which you know well. You are coming through my training on so-called Kajabi site. And this is the monthly training that you purchase, that you are member in. And with your purchase, you also received a bonus. That one is so-called Silk Galaxy Forum. It's a interactive group where there are 8 topics you can chat about and join. There are also questions for me to post if you have a question, and I will be sharing coaching tips every week, so we all stay focused on our business. The first thing that you will do here is to introduce yourself. You click on it and introduce yourself. And it's basically the same like Facebook group. You post something, you can add a picture. I introduced myself here. And that's one of the things that you need to do for the starters. The introduction to your account and settings is in the Zoom meeting recording from today. There are a couple of steps that you are directed to take care of, get familiar with the product and the training platform. But this is just a review of these 3 products that you purchased with the monthly mentoring. So one is the Silk Galaxy Live, which is the monthly mentoring through online Zoom meetings with screen sharing. And you also have the Silk Galaxy Forum. That's the group that I just introduced you to. Important third part you purchased, as this is basically as a gift from me, as a booster for starting to earn from your silk scarves. This is short but to the point course in a value of $200 that I'm giving you, so you can boost the startup into making money from silk scarves. So learned what is in here. There are video session, there is education, there's information about the paints, about the silks, how to use them, and then there is also additional information. It's basically let's say, resources from my work that you can see how other things work. But go through this because this guides you through, it's for beginners. You don't need to really know anything about silk painting. You will need to get a piece of silk and silk paints. So walk through this, collect your information, collect your questions, and bring these to the next Zoom session. Because we are starting, even it is monthly training, I'm doing weekly Zoom full immersion coaching sessions on Zoom meeting where you can share your screen, and Zoom webinars with training. This is basically different. There are different concepts. One is meeting, where we can see each other on the screen, and you can share your screen from your computer or laptop. And then there, on the same day, there are also webinars, which is training, and you can comment. You cannot share the screen in those. So these three things. One is the Silk Galaxy Live, where all the information about Zoom and webinars and so are. You will start by clicking here on the first published post, and you will find there the information, what to do, the access to the login to the Zooms, and from this morning's, you will find here a video walkthrough through the program. And there are a couple of tasks to do. So go here, you have the announcement, go here and walk through these things and complete a task as much as you can. So this is it about what happened this morning and what you for sure need to do. You have 3 products plus the one that you are coming from, and just get familiar with that and engage. Ask questions. The more you can ask, the faster you will move forward. So this is the first step, and don't feel overwhelmed. That's really important for me. I want to give you a boost. I want to give you as much information as possible, and give you like startup help, because once you know how to paint silk scarves, about the paints and the product, and you reached out and made a sale, then we can start to talk about growing, improving. But you need to know the basis of it and establish it. And you need to tell me where you are, what you need to know. And I will be asking you every week in these 4 weeks, I will be asking you questions to submit. So I will know a little bit more about you and can help you very focused with what your needs are. So now we finished the overview, and I like to show you the 3 core possibilities that I see, that I practice in earning from my silk painting. And I will share the screen again with my PowerPoint. So let me move this so it's gone. So let's talk about how to make money from silk painting. If you did not read this Kindle book that I wrote, I think 2013, get it on Kindle, and I will put the link I will put a link in the post after this recording is finished. So this is what I found from my own experience. There are 3 lucrative ways to grow your silk art business revenue. And let's walk through these and chat a little bit about it. So this webinar will show you examples of these possibilities where you can take your silk painting skills and create a viable income source. And it shows you how it goes in a quickly, easily to understand examples. I will go through the math of each one of those 3 streams of revenue. And you don't need to really worry about anything, because I started with knowing nothing, and all I teach is helping those who are starting, who need or want to make money, and it's basically with the basic skills. So if you have a computer to learn, so you are in a good place, and then you only need silk and paints and walk through these trainings. So everything is based on very simple technique that is explained in the bonus course that you received with your monthly subscription. And I don't need to talk more about it. You will find it there, walk it through. And then I need to tell you a little bit about myself, because it was quite troublesome, right? Not only that I started to go into silk painting business because I needed to make money. So I was really in a not good place, couldn't find a job, and then I came back to what I had on hands and built a business out of it. So it was struggles, it costed time and money, and I hope I can save you some of this painful experiences with delivering you the information. So, you know, many people, when I talk to other silk painters, they're really complaining that they're not making money, or the people that basically do not want to pay. But what I noticed, we need to see our silk painting as a business. And my lessons, they were really costly, and I learned this basically by trial and error. So here I want to help you learn about the different ways to approach your business, so you will be able to define the one that is right for you. In the last 8 years, and I think this is even more, I learned to create products that will deliver the income I need in the most effective way. And I learned how to approach the market to get what I need. I know the investments needed, and I know the revenue that can be expected. And this is what this webinar is about. Now I have all the knowledge, contacts, and experience that I'm sharing through my silk art business training. So there are a few more components I will show you today to give you the big picture of what is possible. So let's start with these 3 modalities to choose from. We have skill, right? And we can paint without huge difficulties, simple silk designs that, let me see, here, like this, and this. These are very, very easy to create designs. And if you did not go through the bonus course, paint silk scarves for sale that you received as a bonus. It's a $200 course. Then do that, because there is all the information about how you can create simple silk scarf design originals and sell them. So this would be originals. That means we are painting silk and working through the process and selling this original. It can also be wall hanging. It can be a different type. It can be clothing, right? Everything that is original. Then the next thing is I like to talk about our reproduction. So in my case, I would paint a picture or scarf and then take picture of outcut of that design and create reproduction, put that design on different products. The other thing how I generate income is selling skills in workshops and retreats. So that means you know now how to create silk scarf, and you will offer a workshop to a group of people or to individuals. And I will go through when we go through the slides. So I think we all start with the originals, right? But painting one original silk scarf takes time. Of course, takes also money on the investment on the materials, but there is time involved. And in order to scale business, that means from our time and material investment, we must try to create multiply the investment that we put in. And there is a way to do that with originals, but the 100% is a way to do that with reproduction and skills. All three are scalable. Now it's the question to pick one that resonates the best with you. And I will go forth and explain you how I generate income with these three, all right? And then run the math of it. So scalability is the ability to grow your business beyond trading your hours for dollars. And I see our life is the hours we spend on our work. So we need to really look to maximize the income, the return on investment. And our investment is our life, it's our time that we put into work, and of course the cost of the material. And if you are using space for rent, that comes to that, or if you need to travel, that's also the cost. So let's move forward. And this is the question you can answer after this presentation is finished, because we will walk through the process and you can decide what is good for you. So let's start with painting originals. So when we paint one scarf, and I'm taking that from my experience, your experience may be different. So this scarf, by the way, is sold. It's very beautiful. I still like it. And by the way, also is painted with this simple technique that you are taught in your bonus training called painting silk scarves for sale. So make sure you go through that training. But okay, it's done with very simple basic skill. Anyone can do this type of design. The material here, when I take my material in silk and paint, is about $10. The time I spent on it is between 2 and 3 hours. And it was sold for $60. So this is one piece, right? If I break it down to my income per hour, then I'm somewhere between 17 and 25 dollars. And it is good, but how many hours in the day would we work, right? In order to make the hobby to income generating side hustle, we need to think about ways to maximize our income per hour. And in this slide is how I approach that. And I suggest it to everyone. I see this, you can't really see this one. And so let me play a little bit here. So this is still originals done in a large quantity. So I decide what type of design I want to make. I decide what size of silk will I be using. And then apply the same technique, apply on larger amount of silk pieces. Even if each one of them has the same colors, the pattern will be different, individual. They are still original with distinct original design. No two are the same. On the money side, when we see how much the material cost, how long it took, and they were sold for the same amount as the single piece in the previous example, then the revenue is $1,200. And my income per hour is 5 times what was when I created a single piece in one sitting. You may ask yourself, okay, where do I sell them? So this is the next question, and we will come to that selling and marketing in the upcoming training. In my case, I have few outlets that are gallery outlets, gift shops. My favorite is selling to companies as corporate gifts. That's the best one. But that's, let's say, it's advanced or mastery of the silk painting business. You can start with small amounts in different venues. Even if you go to craft market and created 5 of those, you will make more money than per hour than if you would do one by one by one by one. So this is about selling originals. The next thing that I would like to talk about is the selling reproductions. And in my case, I have here an example of a greeting card. So I see this and I suggest it to every artist I meet, because this is truly, let's say, a passive, semi-passive income, because you create the design once and then have, let's say, 10 greeting cards from one design, and they are selling, in my case, in my area, they are selling for $5.99. And if they are in gift shop by commission 30%, then they give me $2.70 revenue, which per 100 cards makes $270. The labor depends on how you see it. Creating the original greeting card takes longer. Let's say if you are not experienced, you may take 5 hours. Once you created the first greeting card, you have a template and you can just plug in the pictures, and it's done in half an hour. And again, there will be upcoming training how to do this. Today is the overview of these 3 channels. So here the math, you know, making it really. The cost here with envelope, and I have a plastic sleeve on it as well, it's about $1.50. The retail is $5.99, and I'm giving away commission 30%. So I still make about $2.70 per card. And like I said, you do it once, you print it once, you distribute it to your outlets or even one outlet, and they are selling for you. And in my case, I'm receiving checks from them without being involved anymore in the process. So that's why I call semi-passive, because I was only active on the time of the creation of it. And I need to put a disclaimer in it. Of course, it's about how much effort you put in there, but I am here to help you. I cannot guarantee you any money that you need. I cannot do that by law. I only can tell you and show you what I am doing, and assist you in learning how to build your business as well. So now let's go to the third part, which I touched on at the beginning, which means selling the skill. Once you learn, and I repeat it, once you learn in the bonus course that I gave you with this monthly mentoring, how to paint silk scarves for sale and sell them, you have the skill of creating these designs that I showed you here. You have the skill. After you walk through the course, you have the skill. You know how to do that. And now you basically are ready to show others how to do that. And many people, they don't want to learn the skill, but they want to enjoy the creative time. And I did workshops. This is women group in a town a couple miles away. But I did a seniors group, children groups, retreats, you name it. And it depends on what area you are living in. I'm living remotely, but if you are living in urban area or more populated area, it's even easier for you to get something going if that resonates with you. At the beginning, I said there are these 3 ways: originals, reproductions, or skill. Selling them and creating revenue streams through these 3 channels. And you can pick whatever resonates with you. I have students who say, I'm not good with people, I don't want to do workshops. That's good. But for those who would like to go this way, it's lots of fun. and you make nice money and enjoying what you do, and you are promoting yourself if you do a workshop. So let's do the math here. And again, there will be training how to conduct silk painting workshops for public, but it's separate. This is an overview. So let's say you have 20 participants in the workshop. They will pay you, it's it's 5 to 8 hours on your side. For the people is about 4 to 5 hours course. It can be done in 3. I usually do that like 4 hours, and including lunch break, where the silk is drying. We go for lunch and chat and come back and then finish the silk. But let's say as a math, 20 participants, they will pay you $50 each. The material cost for 20 participants, when we go back from our original cost for this scarf, I'll go back and show you. This is my experience, material $10. That's why I'm using the same example here. 20 participants, $10. It's about, my material cost is $200. And I am making here between $100 and $160 per hour spent. So because this is the investment in my hours. So this is it. 3 options to generate revenue, and you can choose what works best for you, what excites you to do. Is it the originals? Is it reproductions, or is it skill? Are you selling originals? Are you selling reproductions? Are you selling skills? My suggestion is pick one that resonates the best with you, that comes easy, and then you can move to the other ones. So if you are a beginner, you very likely start with the originals, and make sure you go through the training, through the course, how to paint silk scarves for sale, that is in your library, and bring the questions to the next training. Let me see what I had here now. Okay, there's a little bit about my journey. I will tell you another time, but this is the first step. Decide, learn the basic skill. Yeah. Learn the basic skill from the bonus training, how to paint silk scarves for sale. Pick your direction, and then bring your questions to the next training, because in order to build your business, there is more that you need to do to market yourself, and we will learn it in a different training. At the beginning, you must know the skill and pick your direction. After that, there will be another course. So this is it for today. I stop share. So you learned now about, for one, how easy and simple it is to start selling silk scarves. You also learned the 3 ways to generate revenue from silk scarves. And let me close this so I don't need to do this. You learn these 3 revenue streams from my experience. I'm not promising you any money because by law I cannot do that. But I'm telling you what I do. And these examples are from my experience. The pictures are from my work. Bring your questions to the next training. Let me know how you're doing. But for sure, go through the bonus course that I gave you, $200 gift, how to paint silk scarves for sale. Then you have the basic knowledge about materials, technique, and we can move forward to the next step. So this is it for today. And I'm looking forward to seeing your questions, seeing you in the Silk Galaxy forum. Introduce yourself there. Go through the training, how to paint silk scarves for sale, and stay in the monthly mentoring, where at the beginning now, I'm giving you a weekly support. So you can connect with me on weekly basis. It can go through the training platform. You can send me question anytime if you have any problems with getting online or whatever the question is. Post it in there in the course, in the Silk Galaxy, in the monthly training, and put your profile picture in the settings, and you are set for the next week. So I'm looking forward to seeing you, hearing from you, and yes, get excited. I'm excited about, I always love to hear how you're doing and what you are doing, and share your work in the forum. All right, talk soon.